couple of days in my life as a very small, aspiring content creator. Next week, 10 days, is going to be quite busy because I have a lot of content that I need to film. I need to get ahead on my editing schedule. I thought it would be interesting to show you the behind the scenes of what I do. Especially this year, I have a lot of goals on the social media side and I have so many ideas that I want to execute, which will require a lot of work. A lot of people underestimate the amount of work that goes behind the scenes, so I thought it'll be interesting to show you what happens. If you're new to my channel, a bit of an introduction as an order. My name is Mashanta Viswanathan. After 10 years in the corporate world, I've decided to take a bit of a corporate sabbatical to build my own presence online. I love watching YouTube. Over the past year, I've really enjoyed the process of trying to share stories online, trying to build a community on topics that I enjoy. And currently, those topics are predominantly beauty, some lifestyle, and some self improvement. So, if those are the kind of topics that resonate with you, if you like the vibes of the channel, I hope you will consider sticking around. It's still an evolving process, but I think now I have a better idea of the kind of system that would help me unleash my creativity and execute my creativity better. Feel free to leave any questions that you have in the comments below, or if you have any other ideas of what else I could share, then I'm happy to do that. Good morning. I love starting my days with hot water. Like, I consume gallons and gallons of hot water. I cannot live without hot water. First up is hot water for the day. This is the kettle that I use. I don't know what it is. I think it's called Sage. Hello, so I'm sitting down with my planners. I'm not an active planner, but I try to be. It's always been a resolution of mine to plan my personal life in a more structured manner. I was an extreme J, if you know MBTI, in my corporate life. So I had to-do lists for everything. I used to get a lot of joy by striking things off. But in my personal life, I was pathetic. This is my professional life. I just want to get better at planning my life, being more structured, getting things done, being more organized, etc. And so I always get planners every year. And I have these quick bursts of productivity where I'm like on it and I use it, but sometimes most years, I fall off the bandwagon. Hopefully, this year will be different. So, I have these really nice planners, and you know what? I got these the last time I was in India. I thought they were very, very cute. So this is from, I believe, what's the name of the brand? Or Giraffe. This is how it looks. Then of course, gratitude. Nothing beats gratitude. This was a practice I did better last year. I probably would have practiced gratitude actively around 100 times last year, which is pretty good. 50 to 100 times last year. But this is a really nice gratitude journal, again from Or Giraffe. It's also personalized. It says my name there. And then this is a productivity planner. I usually get my planners from Ink Bucket, but there was a delay in delivery. It couldn't get delivered by the time I left India, so I had to make do with these. These actually, so sweet of my dad. I really, really begged him. It got delivered much later after I left as well. But my dad was able to dispatch all of my Or Giraffe stuff from India. And it was quite a task for him. So thank you, Daddy. If you're seeing this, he probably doesn't see my stuff. So time to edit the first reel of the day. This is no voiceover, I would say no graphics on it. So this should take me around 40 minutes at most, but let's see. It's around 12. Let's see. finally actually edited it. It took me around 35-40 minutes. After this reel is done, I'll have to have breakfast. I'm actually the whole time I was editing, my stomach was growling. So I'll get some food to eat, and usually I like watching something while eating. And after that, I'll get ready for today's reel and filming. Okay, half an hour later, video is posted on Instagram, scheduled on YouTube. I'll put it on TikTok later. Caught up with messages. Now I am starving, so I'm gonna go eat something. Ah. Sorry about the sound. My second batch of hot water is getting ready. So now I have lunch. This is chili tofu, and this is crispy cauliflower, and this is dal tikki. So usually when I'm eating, I like catching up on YouTube. I love YouTube. YouTube is my primary source of entertainment, or watching some sort of drama. But right now I'm not watching any drama, so YouTube it is. I think my hot water is ready.
Flavor. I actually can't remember what the flavor is called.
Hi, it's 6 p.m., 6:10 p.m. and I've just gotten ready to film. Like, I'll be doing the makeup on camera. I've got 4 to 5 reels to film and then one long form video to film. And if my energy is fine, then I'll probably do another long form video. The way I would do this is after filming the reels, I'll take a break, edit today's reel, upload it, change back, and try filming the long form video again. That's the plan. Let's see how it goes. But I've done all the prep. Anyway, now off to filming, yeah? Hi, I'm glammed up right now because I finally finished filming and I filmed my reels, I filmed my long form video. Now I have to edit today's reel and get it up. It's nearly 9 p.m., so we are talking around 3.5 hours later. I'm actually a little hungry, but I want to quickly get the reel up, so I'll probably eat 40 minutes later once I'm done with the reel. But I'm really glad. I think once I started filming, I was in the flow state. So that felt good. And I'm also very happy with how this makeup look turned out. Not gonna lie. After this is when I'll unwind a bit. I'll shower, I'll watch something online, read something. I don't know where the day went. I thought I had a lot of time at the beginning of the day, and during the day, sorry, I also lost you in between because I got caught up with some errands. There was a wedding that I wasn't sure if I would be able to attend, but I figured stuff out and that took some of my afternoon. So now I know I can attend, which is great. So, all in all, it feels like a bit of a productive day. I mean, productive as much as can be, I guess. It's finally done. The edit is done. It's exporting. Can you please tell me why it took me an hour? Canva was just not cooperating. But it's finally done. It's nearly 9:45. Once I export, I'll upload it on my platforms. Then I can eat. Wow. So the entire thing today took me like 4 hours. Besides the editing that I did in the morning. So I think I might have worked maybe 6-7 hours on this today. Not bad at all. It was pretty good. Exactly what I wanted. But the one thing that I didn't get done today is the walking. Yeah, I think the easiest way for me to get my workout of walking done is to get it done in the morning so that, I can continue to be in flow state when I start other things. Also, what is with the lighting here? There is no way that's how I look in real life. Like, I mean, I know my makeup was good, but it's not that good. I don't know. Hi, it's currently 12:20. and it took longer than I anticipated to edit the short form content that I was working on. And so that's just gotten done. The way I think about myself and what I want my channel and space to be online is creating a community of people who are on the path of self improvement. And that can be physical, that can be mental, that can be emotional. I would love to share snippets of my other journeys, right? About how I'm healing from psoriasis, how I am getting fitter, how I'm getting stronger, how I'm improving my gut health. I just want to be very careful and considered before stepping into those topics. So, if you have any thoughts about those areas, those topics, or if you have other suggestions of what else I can do, then please let me know. I would love to hear from you. I'm a bit hungry, so I'm going to have some food. And because I need to get more stuff done, I'll probably extend my block of work and maybe work for the next 3 4 hours and then go for a shower and get ready and film. The day is just going to be filming and editing. Sorry, it's not going to be very exciting, but I do have Pilates class in the evening, so excited about that. I'll see you in a bit. Middle of the day, I've only done that one reel. Last you saw me, I was going to eat and take a bit of a break, but that break's been extending and I'm feeling so tired and sleepy. And the 5 hours of sleep that I got last night must have something to do with it. Put some coffee to brew. Ideally, I want to be avoiding coffee, but I need the coffee to power through my next editing session. You know that feeling where you're hungry, but you're not hungry enough to have a full blown meal, but you want something hot anyway. So I've ordered myself a sourdough sandwich. So that's going to be coming. Sourdough is okay for me to have. It works for me, doesn't mess my system up. But it does have dairy, but this is from a place where it's foolproof. Their sourdough toast is so good, I would say 97% of the time. Till my coffee is brewed and I feel like my headache's dispersed, I don't think I can actually start editing a long form video. I'm also dreading it a little bit because I know I need to include a lot of footage from which is like quite fragmented in other places. And so just the thought of it is like, oh god, it's going to be difficult. I know I shouldn't be procrastinating, but I'm just buying myself some time with the coffee brewing time, and then I'll probably start. Incidentally, I am just starting a video called How to Start Vlogging in 2025 for Beginners from somebody called Vanessa Lau. I love her. She's an amazing social media strategist, but predominantly YouTube. She really gives some very powerful, actionable advice. That's one thing that I really enjoy about this journey is that even the stuff that I enjoy watching can actually become useful for me. So work really does feel like play. Technically, this is something I would need to watch to kind of learn something and figure out how I could level up. Either this video or a video on editing or a video on YouTube strategy. But I am so genuinely curious about this industry and sector that it really feels like play. It feels like fun. I used to be watching these kind of videos even before I started a YouTube channel. That is why I really want this to work because work really does feel like play. At least now, obviously, I don't have any admin stuff going on, and I don't know how it'll feel if and when the work starts. But at the moment, I really love the fact that I can watch a YouTube video on a topic that interests me, and that happens to be a topic that has a direct implication, direct linkage to what I'm trying to deliver. I have learned so much. I have leveled up so much just by all of these videos on YouTube, on building a YouTube channel, editing, setting up. It's amazing. It's amazing what you can learn online if you're clear about what you're looking for, which is why I am still such a strong proponent of social media because I've learned so much. I've like be it through podcasts, be it through videos, be it through interviews. It's just so much to learn from and so much to get inspired from that even though very obvious downsides to social media, for me the upside just offsets everything else, which is the ability to learn, the ability to share, the ability to build a community. This is my way of feeling less alone because I really don't have anyone who I can geek out about social media with. It's just creating these vlogs and sharing it with the world feels like I'm not doing this alone. Even though I am doing this alone, like I'm doing everything alone, but it just feels a little less lonely. Hi, good morning. Today's been an incredibly late start to the day. I was up until 2:15 editing. I just started a random edit and it took so long and I was just in the flow state and I didn't even realize when like 2-3 hours had passed. The next thing I knew it was 2 a.m. So by the time I finally slept, it was 3. And obviously, I was very tired in the morning, so I couldn't really get up in time for my workout. So I finally woke up only at 11 a.m. I got my 8 hours of sleep, which is, I think, needed because when I woke up, also, I was feeling like unwell and almost, the feeling you get when you're almost falling sick. That was the feeling I got, and I really don't want to fall sick because I don't have my video bank planned. So I'm a little worried that like I can't afford, like, even if there's unexpected illness, I'll have to like power through somehow. On today's schedule, I have two reels that need to go live. One reel is ready and like I would say 80% edited. I just need to fine tune it. It's a dance transition reel. It's different for me. It's the first time I'm doing this. I love dancing, so being able to combine the worlds of dancing and makeup was fun. The other reel is my standard lipstick reel. In case you don't know, I have an ongoing series on my channel where I swatch a new lipstick for each day of the year in 2025. So that means we have to go through 365 lipsticks and I can't miss a day. So I have to film, edit, and upload that reel. I am trying to batch content it, so I've done some of it for the later days. But for like this week, I'll still have to be filming on an everyday basis. So that's on the short form content front. On the long form, I had filmed a long form video yesterday, but that needs an edit, and that's an edit I haven't started. So for me, a long form video takes anywhere from 6 to 30 hours, depending on the type of video and depending on all the edits that I try to do. Something that I'll be learning on the job as well. So my original plan yesterday was, hey, I'll put an upload today, but I don't think that's feasible. So this long form video will likely go live tomorrow. Because it's already a late start today and I have my class, I have Pilates at 7 p.m. So I only have like a 5 to 6 hour window. I have a lot of work to be done in the next 6 hours. I am so grateful that I have this flexibility that, hey, in case there's a day that stay up really late working, I can sleep in 1 or 2 hours. It's not ideal. One of the things that I used to really struggle with last year when I first decided to take this corporate sabbatical and like try to do this full time was there was real lack of structure, right? Like there is nobody who you're answerable to. There are no deadlines except for the deadlines you put yourself, and so it's very easy to like delay things. It's very easy to deprioritize what you need to do if say something for the house needs to get done. And I didn't have like a dedicated routine, so I was relying a lot more on motivation and inspiration last year to get things done rather than discipline and structured planning to get things done. So this year we are still in Jan and I'm already feeling the benefits of just being a lot more disciplined, structured, planning what I want to do the previous day, planning right up front, being very rigid, time blocking, tracking my own time. I've been just doing that for maybe 10 days now, and it's already made such a huge difference in how much I get done. So I'm feeling really hopeful. The other thing that I get very easily caught up on is performance metrics. Every piece of content that I put, right, it's made with a lot of love and interest and excitement. Like I take a lot of pride in what I'm putting out and what I'm creating. But just because I take pride in it doesn't mean that it's going to wow the world, especially in such a competitive, cluttered market. So when I see only, I don't know, right now I'm averaging 7, 8 likes on Instagram, like maybe one new follow in 2, 3 days, right? So it feels like, I don't know. It feels a little demotivating. Think about it like there's an exam that you've prepped really well for, you feel very confident about, you love the subject, you love the topic, you think you aced the exam, but the results are you got something in the 80s and not like 95 plus. So that's how I feel whenever I put my content out there. And this is across even YouTube. There's some things which you expect to go like super viral and you get super excited about sharing it with the world, and it's like it's quite a damp squib. It's like It's a very muted reaction. It's reactions are there. There's anecdotal positive comments that you get, but it's not viral, right? And I keep telling myself, because the advice from a lot of content creators out there is slow and steady growth is always better than like instant virality. When you don't have any structure to tell you how well you're doing, you have to rely on these vanity metrics. And when the vanity metrics, sorry, when the vanity metrics don't meet your expectations, you kind of can't help but feel like you've done a bad job. Let me put it that way. So yeah, those are some aspects of this that I'm struggling with, and the one way I'm trying to tackle that is by just keeping myself super busy. When you're on the go and you have a lot of things to do, obviously you don't have time to think about all the other aspects. I hope this is interesting to you. Can you please let me know in the comments below, because I genuinely find that I don't really see the behind the scenes of people who are trying to become content creators and people who are as small as I am online. And also at my age, right? I see kids, like I see 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds trying to become content creators, or kids who have never worked a job trying to become content creators. And it's great. I love that confidence. I love that they're so excited and clear about what they want to do. But as somebody who is in the middle of a career pivot in her early 30s after 10 years of working a corporate job, this adjustment is quite an interesting experience. So I just thought it would be fun to document it. Please let me know how you're finding this, and I'll of course take you through the day, and hopefully I will do a better job filming myself today. Yeah. What I've been trying to do is also get in reading for around 20 minutes of reading done each day. It's only been like 3-4 days since I've been trying to implement this. And I'm currently reading The Virgin Blue by Tracy Chevalier. This is a bit of a dark book, so I prefer reading this in the mornings. And at night, I just started, I think it was called Sex and Vanity by Kevin Kwan, the guy who wrote Crazy Rich Asians. So I wanted something light in the evenings before bed, and something more heavy duty in the mornings is fine. So I've just started. Maybe I'm like 70 pages in. It's interesting. I think her writing has been beautiful in other books. Like, this is the lady who wrote The Girl with a Pearl Earring. I felt that was a bit more atmospheric and haunting. But this is interesting as well. I want to reserve my thoughts till I finish reading this.
Are you cold? Do you want to sit down? I've been here a million times, so I know my way around. Don't stop looking at me now. I know you don't care as much as I do, but I'm just content with me next to you. Let's go to an art museum, I'll explain it at the coffee shop. I know you don't get it, but there's no need to fret it. It's like a gift, it's about the thought. Monet might be too much, and Van Gogh might take a while.
It's 6 p.m. right now, and I finished uploading one reel, finished 80% of my edits to the long form video, and now it's time for me to get ready to head for the gym. My evening workouts at 7, so we usually leave by around 6:30, 6:35. So I need to quickly have a shower, try to quickly film 2-3 reels for today's everyday lipstick series, and then I'll see you after. Hi, this is day whatever. Sorry, I'm not keeping track of filming a few days in my life as an aspiring content creator, and I've just finished like a 3.5 hour marathon session of filming. I filmed one long form video, a couple of short form videos. Typical time that is taken in setting up, getting ready. My workstation is right now a mess, and let me show it to you just to show you the true behind the scenes. This is the light that I use to film, and these are all the products. I use this yoga block as a tripod just to give me a slight bit of elevation, and these are all the products that I have on display. It is chaotic, but there is order to this chaos, so I kind of know what I have and what I need. And because I do have that ongoing lipstick series on my channel, this constant switch up, and I'm also constantly creating. I'm wearing makeup almost every day, so after a point you kind of need to switch up the products, otherwise it gets quite repetitive. And fortunately I have all of the products, so it's just a question of remembering to switch your products up and use it. I'm still trying to figure out a system where Like, do I do only short form content on one day and long form content on another day? With filming, at least what I've noticed is even if I try to film when I'm super tired or drained, it kind of shows on screen. Like I can push through. Like, right, for example, now, like after 3.5 hours of filming, I can try to film another long form video. But there's been so many videos I've tried to film and just sort of aborted it midway because I've realized that the energy is just not there, the flow is just not there, and it just translates and makes it even more difficult to edit later on. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, which is what is the right system for me? Is it a combination of short form or long form? Is it mainly long form or is it dedicated long form video days? It's a work in progress. It requires constant experimentation, and I still don't know the right answer. This is something I struggled with last year. Like when I would do short form, I found I couldn't do long form, especially because even the camera setup required a lot of time, and it used to really disrupt the flow. But with my new camera, it's just a lot easier. It's literally the click of a button to move from short form to long form. So that is something I'm super grateful for. So it kind of removes a big barrier to kind of filming both kinds of content on the same day or in the same session. I've been terrible at trying to remember to vlog. For me, the days kind of blur. Saturday, Sunday, I didn't film, but I did a bit of editing. I'm just trying to figure out my routine. One thing that has really helped me is sort of putting my to-dos for the day on my Instagram story as like a public accountability thing. And it's a good way for me to almost force myself to make sure that I get those things done. If you have any questions about this entire schedule or generally my journey, just feel free to let me know. I think it's always fun to show people the behind the scenes. At least I personally love watching the behind the scenes, the journey to getting to a certain space rather than just the destination itself. I actually enjoy making videos like these because it's like almost like a stream of consciousness talking, and I'm just sharing with you whatever I'm realizing, whatever I'm learning along the way. And if you've ever considered becoming a content creator or trying this or giving this a shot, but you were just curious about what it entails, I thought this video could be helpful. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions, if there are any other aspects to this journey you would want me to touch upon, and if you would want me to continue this, right? I anticipate that it would make sense for me to kind of film something like this every 6 to 8 weeks because, like I said, I am still very new to this journey. I'm experimenting almost every day with some aspect of my workflow or some aspect of my system. So it would just make sense for me to show how, my workflow is evolving and show how this journey is. I mean, that's what I think. But if that's something that's not interesting to you or you find this very boring, then I'm happy to not film this as well. Like, just let me know. And if you have any ideas about what else I could do, what else I could film, what else you want to see of me, be it beauty or otherwise, please let me know. I think I'm just having a lot of fun carving out the space for myself online and building a community of like minded individuals. So I'm just having a lot of fun doing it. It's also creatively quite fulfilling because this is a side of my brain which I've really ignored for so long when I was with the corporate world. So it's just a lot of fun for me, and I genuinely wake up every day excited with different types of content I can create, and I go to sleep every night thinking about all the different things I could do. So honestly, this entire journey has been, irrespective of where it takes me, it's really exciting. I feel like I'm finding my spark back. I don't know if it's visible across the screen. Let me know what you want to see, and if feasible, if it makes sense, and I would definitely kind of explore how I can do that. Anyway, I've yapped on for far too long now. That's all from my end for at least this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Mashanta and this is my YouTube channel. And if you like the vibes of this video, this channel, me, then I hope you would stick around and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.